Hi, good day. My name is Raymond Imhoff. I'm presenting for the course Critical Analytical and Communication Skills for Manager out of the University of the West Indies, Open Campus. Today's topic is the importance of a good institution organization culture. What is organization culture? Taylor et al. 2018 writes that institutional culture refers to the shared belief and values that exist within an organization. Employees' attitude and conduct are regarded to be influenced by an organization culture. Now that we have the definition of organization culture, let's consider its benefit. Tachi 2011 writes that the culture of an organization has a significant impact on whether or not the environment is joyful and healthy. It is taught that when a corporation communicates well about its vision and ambition, there's a ripple effect throughout the company. Ideally, when there's a healthy organization culture, employee and management have a positive relationship which promotes employee collaboration. As a result, employees are motivated to achieve organization mission and objective, which enables job satisfaction and increase job retention. Why is job retention so important? Foster 2021 writes that the cost of turnover does not only come from lost return on recruitment and training, but also from vacant positions. The most significant cost may be the loss of institutional knowledge and the advantages that came along with it. Culture needs maintenance. A positive workforce requires conscious planning for the future. Agua 2021. To demonstrate this principle from a local standpoint, we chose to investigate the corporate culture of Bahamas First as our case study. According to Glassdoor, Bahamas First, a Bahamas-based insurance company operating over 30 years, has a strong corporate culture. We sat down with Bahamas First HR manager, Rashinde King, to find out how does Bahamas First maintain a healthy culture.
We're constantly building our culture at Bahamas First. We have a culture of leadership, innovation, and high performance. And that is important because the saying is culture eats strategy for breakfast. In other words, you can have all the strategy in the world, but if you don't have the culture to drive that strategy, then you go nowhere. At Bahamas First, when we look at our culture, one of the things that we're very big on is how do you assimilate into the Bahamas First culture? And we do that through a committee called the Corporate Culture Committee. And that committee focuses on making sure that every Bahamas First employee knows what it is to be a Bahamas First employee. They focus on competition. The competition is key, it's very important. Every year we have the Olympic Games at Bahamas First. And in those games we have various teams that work together and they fight and compete fiercely in order to show that they are leaders. And so that comes through in everything we do. Bahamas First, our name first is in our name. And so we want to be first in terms of market leadership. We want to be first in terms of the employer of choice. We want to be first in terms of our employee, how they grow and develop in our organization. First is what we do, and first is who we are.
Tensa Schindler. The Corporate Culture Committee of Bahamas First is responsible for strategizing the first competition which drives Bahamas First success. As with everything else in life, it's natural to assume that with good comes bad. Lamarco 2009 states that if the organization culture is not properly managed, the following drawbacks are observed. A fierce culture can encourage extreme competition among employees, which can lead to strained relationships. This can have detrimental influence on the overall productivity. In a similar vein, a profit-driven culture frequently overlooks an organization personnel. Employee turnover is widespread in businesses that do not place a high value on their employees. Likewise, a corporate culture that lacks empathy for its employees makes employees feel devalued, which can lead to high employee turnover. It is all a balancing act. As previously mentioned, an institution culture must be properly managed to achieve maximum productivity. Moss et al. 2021 writes, in order to guarantee the institutional culture in accordance with employee needs and wants, continuous feedback is essential. This can be done in the form of forms, interviews, or surveys. In conclusion, organization culture can have a positive or negative impact on the productivity and staff retention of an organization. Institutions must be deliberate and proactive in their approach towards office culture in order for it to be consistent with their mission. If a company culture is not under its control, any element can impact it, and the result may not be in line with the company's goal. This concludes my presentation. Thank you.